Well, hello there, Taurus. It is time for your full moon reading. We have a full moon this weekend. So we're going to look at what's peaking for you. If you're new to the channel, hi, hello, my name is Melissa, and I like to do the readings based on the full moon and the new moon. We're looking at the full moon now. I'm here to hopefully spark something that will help you on your journey through tarot readings, witchy unboxings, and, magic discussions. So let's get into it. I'm using a spread that I created. We're going to look at what's coming, what the energy is leading up to the full moon, like now. Let me get the cards that I dropped. And then we're going to look at what's peaking at the full moon this weekend, and then kind of what that means or what that energy brings with it. So let's take a look for Taurus. Boop, boop, peak, boop, and boop. All right. Leading up to the full moon, we have the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Aries also got the Ace of Swords, but they got it for the peak. So let's see how this plays out. If you have Aries in your chart and you know it, you might want to check that one out as well. Again, with the working hard, I feel like this is very similar Aries energy to the Aries reading, at least. Working hard again, but not in a good way. Like you're feeling burdened by something here. Like you're carrying a heavy load. But I feel like that's about to change. I feel like that's about to change here. So it's almost like you're putting down all of these sticks and picking up a sword instead. So almost like building up to something just to, 'cause it's also a 10. So the 10 is the end of the cycle. So I feel like it's like a new start with a new vision here. The swords are about communication, information, learning. So there can be like a clarity as to why there have been so many things put on your plate, or why you're picking up more things than you probably should. So yeah, that's what I feel like is leading up to the full moon. But yeah, I feel like maybe there's been a recent opportunity that like alleviated some of the stress that you've been carrying. But you've been doing it, you're managing it, you've been managing a heavy load. But I feel like there is some clarity, or at least recently has been some clarity on, maybe why that's happening, or what the reason is that you're doing that. There's just, we'll get, when we get to the peak, I will probably have more clarity on that. But I just feel like you feel like you're on your own path, but you keep picking up everybody else's slack. And so now you just feel weighed down by it. But I feel like recently or currently there's been maybe a change in that direction. Almost like there's like a restart. Like you chose the wrong tool, so you're gonna restart, and like you're playing a video game and getting video games. Like like you're trudging along on your journey in the game, and the tool that you have just isn't working, and you come to a spot where you earn a new weapon or a new tool for the to progress further in the game. Almost kind of getting that energy. So let's see what's peaking at this full moon. See, we have the Eight of Swords as the peak. Okay, so yeah, I feel like that clarity, this clarity that I've been talking about with the Ace of Swords here, it's almost like it's scary to you. Like you gain this clarity, or you start to understand something, and you're like, oh no, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. So I feel like this full moon is kind of, it may be that there's something kind of revealed that you don't want to admit to, not in a like guilt kind of way, but just something that you don't want to face. But this generally is a self-imposed imprisonment situation where you could unbind yourself, you could step away from those swords. Like, they're not completely entrapping her, she could walk forward through this big open space. But it's also like she must have put him there, because how else did she get in the middle, right? And the blindfold, obviously the blindfold. So it's almost like not wanting to face the truth. So where I said and I said, let's see what the other cards say. Where I said it feels like maybe there's like a realization as to why you're having to carry such a burden. I feel like that is the case. And now it's more of a situation of, oh shit, that's what's been going on. That kind of clarity, not the oh clarity, but the fuck, that clarity. So not all clarity is good and helpful. Some clarity just reminds you that you still have work to do. So let's see what the next couple of cards say here. After the full moon, okay, you manage this. You manage this. Yes, you do. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Swords, right? We have the Ace of Swords. This is the progression here. I have to show you all of these cards together. This is the progression. So we have the peak at the top here, and then we have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords right on either side of it. It's almost like a very encouraging to me energy. This is encouraging you to take off that blindfold. The last card is the Three of Cups. This is the party card. This is the celebrate with your friends. This is, a gathering of some sort, a celebration. They've got the flowers in their hair, almost like the crown here and the crown here, right? But what does she have on her head? A blindfold, right? So it's a clarity that you don't want to, but you do the work. You can embrace this change, this realization. You can embrace this here. We have the roses, just all the red roses there. And we've got the red rose on here as well. You're surrounded by roses. It's like this is you in the peak position, in the full moon position. And look, the red dress, right? And then on either side of you, you have like these strong, rosy people holding you up. The way that the spread is like a pyramid triangle, right? We're peak the cycle. So we're working up to the full moon. The full moon's up here at the top. And then, what that energy brings for you, what it potentially can bring for you if you work with it. So this energy can stick around unless you decide to do the work. But anyways, it's like they're propping you up because we have these two here with this one up here. It's like they're propping you up. So I feel like there are some, the ace is like the beginning, the realization, and the Queen of Swords here is putting it to use. Now she gets a bad rap. This Queen of Swords gets a bad rap for being, like kind of a cutthroat bitch or what have you. But, it gets the work done. Sometimes you have to, and I feel like the bad rap is really because she's about setting boundaries. And people don't like boundaries unless they're theirs. People don't like other people's boundaries, okay? So I really kind of feel like there is the potential for you to embrace whatever this is that you're realizing this weekend. It's like you realize something, or you've recently realized something. This weekend comes and you're like, look, not today, not now. I'm not ready to handle it. But these propping you up, this could be a person propping you up, is like, yes, you can. You have the power, you have the knowledge, the understanding, you're smart, you're witty, you can do this, you can face this. Do you need to borrow my sword? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this Queen of Swords in this spread. I feel like there are lifting you up. And again, here we go, the same kind of visual that I'm getting here with the peak up here. It's like this is that Eight of Swords energy and being propped up by the ace and the queen here, right? It's the same visual representation of, look, you can do this. You just need to embrace. This card says embrace to me. So we're embracing that inner boundary holder. What I want to say, if like, I will pretend to be one of these and be like, bitch, you got this. You can face it. You've been carrying this for so long. It's time to let it go. And we got you. Like, we'll catch you. Okay? You are surrounded. And the swords, the funny thing is the swords have a bad energy to them for the most part. When people are reading swords, they're always negative energies, but I feel like you got the two positives out of a negative suit, okay? And this all has to do with your mental clarity. This is your burdened, but then we have all this swords energy, which is air and the mind, and your thoughts, your knowledge, your understanding of concepts. I feel like what's going on with you, and you can put in the work, and I feel like you have people around you propping you up. These are the people around you propping you up, okay? What? I need a flower crown. Does that not look like me? Anyways, off topic. All right, so that was your 10-minute tarot that ended up being 11 minutes. Keep an eye out this full moon for this weekend, for those people that prop you up, for those situations, events, and even like your skills that prop you up, because you may need that. That might come into play this weekend, but know that you have the authority to do so, and to live a happy life, and be surrounded by people who care for you. So that is what I have for your Taurus full moon. I think the moon is actually in Leo. I'm not sure. I don't do the astrology part. I just do the zodiac readings to help differentiate energies. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Always remember that the magic you seek is within you. Have a blessed day.